So if you live in Ontario, but more specifically in the GTA, you would know how awful our public transportation system is. And in the beginning, when I took these transits, I didn't think much of it because it should just be a bus that takes me from point A to point B. But because each transit emits such a different atmosphere, I have taken it upon myself to rate the different public transportation systems in the GTA. Or at least the ones I've been on.
Mississauga for dumb youths, for dead youths, my word.
So for those who don't live in Ontario, I selected Mississauga Transit as an initial glimpse into the downward spiral that is the rest of the transit systems. At least from the times that I've been on, it's relatively clean, it's rarely crowded, and there's frequent bus time arrivals, which is really nice. Okay, maybe I'm just biased because I used to take it a lot in high school, so there's like a nostalgia factor in that. But let me tell you a story. So every time I get off the bus, I always check my pockets to see if I have my phone and my wallet with me. But this time when I got off the bus, I realized that I didn't have my wallet. Thankfully, the bus was at a stop, so I just walked to the front where the driver could see me, and I gave him massive puppy eyes to let me back in. I couldn't find it anywhere, and I started to get really worried, but then suddenly I hear a guy behind me saying, excuse me, excuse me." He just pointed to my feet. I realized my wallet was right there. Shout out to that guy though. And it happened on the Mississauga Transit as well, so I think that makes it an automatic A tier.
Brampton is not a city, it's a vibe.
It's bad. It's really, really bad. The biggest issue with Brampton buses is it's never consistent with scheduling, which causes, so I would put it in the F tier. Okay, let's talk about it.
And what I don't like is if the business is true, that you left your moms in the hood, somebody go smoke that youth. You don't leave your moms nowhere. You have money and you left your moms there? Yo, you're sick to my stomach, fam.
I was originally going to talk about the TTC buses and the subways separately, but then I realized they're both equally as bad. It's unclean, it's overcrowded, you have a high risk of getting stabbed. The only thing that sets apart Brampton buses from Toronto buses is that Toronto has more crackheads running around. Me and my friend were heading home from an anime convention, and I was cosplaying as Mari from Omori. We had sat in the singular seat rows that they have in the front of the bus. I could see from the corner of my eye a nasty old man staring at me. He was also very much drunk, so he wasn't even trying to hide the fact that he was staring at me and licking his lips. It was disgusting. Thankfully, my friend let me switch seats with him, but he started nudging the guy and waving to him and responding to him when he was drunkenly screaming. Don't egg on crackheads. Should I make that a tier? Crackhead coded? TTC crack coded tier. I know it's controversial to say it's the best transit, but it's the best transit. I mean, it checks all the boxes for being a good transit system. I literally have nothing bad to say about it. There's 2 floors on the train and the bus. The ones who complain about GO Transit are usually the ones who sneak onto the train without paying and then get mad at fare polices for giving them a ticket. Okay, but on a serious note, they have a bear as a mascot. How could you not like them? So in honor of B for bear, I'm gonna put GO Transit on the S tier. And I've never been on the TRY.